Hey everyone, how's it going? Blue Rising here, and today I want to talk about Smash Rising, kind of my hopes and fears, anticipations, and just the general information we know right now. Now currently in Smash Tap, we're going through our third dead week. It is more EX reruns, more of the same stuff we've seen before, banners that aren't really worth it at the time. Unless you don't have a Smash Fest character, I guess you could go for it, but even at this time, I would say don't pull until Rising comes out, because Rising could just change up a lot of things. It seems to be the case that it wouldn't, but who knows? That's what I'm worried about even pulling myself. Okay, so before we had a tinted little page from V-Jump. I believe it was V-Jump. I'm sorry, it was Jump G, I believe. Regardless, a magazine scan came out. And then later, around a week or so after that, we finally got a full color scan. It's the same information, but it's portrayed a little bit better. So the first big change is the character models. This is something that really kind of surprised me, because I've never seen a smartphone game like Smash Tap go to Smash Tap Rising, because Rising kind of looks like a Honkai 3rd kind of deal, where it's more of an action-oriented game, while Smash Tap is kind of, it's an action game, but I'm hard-pressed to call it that, since for the most part, the action isn't really like direct, it's just tapping and stuff like that. And in this case, Rising will most likely be tapping as well, but I've heard, or at least from the scans and some translations, that there will be some new mechanic, like gameplay will be a bit different. I'm not sure how different, but I can't expect too much. Next up we have is the R Factor. I don't know what R Factor is, and it's very confusing because it doesn't make much sense when they explain it. From a translation, introducing the new R Factor training system. Cards that you like will appear around the screen. The characters and scenes you get will strengthen your character. This is something that worries me, scenes. I don't like that. I'm not liking it at all. So here we have a picture of Deku, and then you have All Might and Gran Torino though, and I believe that's the free EX Gran Torino and the basic 3-star All Might. And then you have Deku with the gauntlet, and there's even a few more floating around, but they're not full icons. But that's really where my first issue lies. What is the R Factor doing? Is it adding on top of the training we had? Is it a separate system? Is it replacing something? Does this mean all of our characters are no longer separate characters, but a single character? So all our Dekus kind of just merge into one, and now they're like costumes or modes, that kind of thing. What is it? I wish they would explain it a bit more. And I'm surprised we haven't had a PV, anything about this game. And you know what? On a little tangent, Namco Bandai really doesn't push this game at all. I feel like that might change with Rising though. And so somehow this is going to change the training of the characters. Who knows, maybe our gummies will be non-existent. Maybe they'll give us something for the gummies we've had. But regardless, it looks like our leveling and ability upgrading is going to change, for better or for worse. Then we have this friendship system, a fun correlation chart. Characters that you fight with will gain levels in the correlation chart. The higher the parameters rise, the more battles you can win. So it makes the more battles you can win? I don't understand that. That must be a translation error. If their levels increase in the chart, there might be special scenes. Again, we have scenes. Something that worries me, I want to talk about it a little later. So now we have, I'm going to call it a friendship or a bond system. That's all it really seems like. And from the screenshot, we can see there's like different levels to it. So maybe it's like good, great, awesome. Here we can see it says super and marvelous. So I'm assuming like those are the last levels, and then you'll get like a bond kind of thing. Like they'll do a special attack together. And maybe you can unlock scenes this way, but again, it's a very weird thing. Maybe some characters have like special scenes or special ultimate attacks. I'm not sure what these are. I'm just going to call them scenes from now. Like Bakugo and Deku, maybe they'll have a combination attack, or Deku and All Might where they'll do double Delaware Smash or double Detroit Smash, you know, that kind of thing. But if it's just like Deku and like Shoji, they'll just Deku do Detroit and Shoji would just do like tentacle tackle or something like that. And if you use Deku and like Ashido, he'll still do Detroit Smash and she'll do like an acid thing. So you have like generic ones and then special ones. Because I doubt they would create unique scenes for every single like pair of characters. That's too much work, and I just don't see it realistically happening. Maybe over time they would keep adding more. So now we move over to some of the gameplay scans here, and we can see the cameras a bit closer than before. Instead of like a very far zoomed out where you can see more of the map, it seems to be more of like a stage you run through, kind of like Honkai again. If anything, the portrayal looks very similar to Honkai 3rd Impact. If you guys haven't played the game, check it out. Our attributes are still the same, so good on there. The character card's also different, or at least the design of it. From the looks of it, you can't really see it too well in this scan, but it looks like now they're going to have the rarity at the top left, and then maybe the attack, defense, SP, and HP at the bottom right corner. I'm not 100% sure since I can't see it very well. I'll try to zoom in as close as possible. And then they also say that some of the buttons are going to get changed up, or at least how you attack. Again, I can't expect that it's changing too much because that would be really silly for your old audience. But then you can see Deku doing a huge like attack and is cracking the ground, obviously not permanently. It seems to be doing a ton of damage, and that must either be a smash attack or these ultimate attacks, or scenes if you will. Because he's even in a weird position, like he's in the air. I don't think any of the Dekus do that, or at least not the one who's wearing the original old school uniform, or costume I should say. And as you can see also that the characters, you have the 3 characters at the bottom still. So instead of switching, maybe you can just tap them and you'll switch characters, but obviously you have the support at one end. I'm assuming it's a support character, and maybe we had some sort of control over the support character, maybe like allowing us to finally use their special attack, because what's the point of having them if they can't utilize anything and they attack like every like what 2 to 3 seconds just one time? It's so pointless. The AI is the worst, so I'm hoping they get an upgrade as well, an upgrade, or we get to at least control them, something like that. Because again, we don't see a support character around. They could just be off somewhere else hitting another enemy, but it looks like it's just one character now. Again, that's just speculation from what they've given us, and they have given us so little, which is the most irritating part about it. It's been 3 weeks now, or maybe it's even been 4 weeks, and they've only given us 2 scans. There's not even anything in the game yet, this is why it's a bit frustrating. It's so frustrating because they haven't given any information. You would expect the game would say something, like after last maintenance yesterday, or I guess 2 days ago when this video comes out. I would expect something, some sort of news in game, but nothing. So let's then talk about when do I think Smash Rising is coming out. I think it's coming out when One's Justice comes out in Japan, which is in August. It's August something. It's in August. So this month. So we could see at least another 2 to 3 dead weeks until Smash Rising, and I think they want to do this to correlate with the game, but that also sets up a perfect release window for the global release. If this game comes out globally, I think then yeah, this is the time to do it. You have the movie which is coming out in the States and the game which is coming out in the States, so why not put a smartphone game and bring in all the money? To me it makes perfect sense. You know, there's been plenty of other shonen games that are of popular shonen but never came to the West, and they've been canceled too. There's been a Fairy Tail one, Hunter x Hunter one, Shokugeki no Soma one. I know Fairy Tail isn't Shonen Jump, but it's just saying it's a popular shonen, whether it's liked or not. And we even just now got a Black Clover one, which I doubt any of those are really getting to America. But hey, My Hero Academia has been spreading, and I'm not just meaning by popularity, I mean by merchandising. The TV show is airing on Toonami now, and the game and the movie, so there's plenty of stuff around for it to be relevant here in America for this game to also come out too. It would just benefit them, but we'll have to see. And in some of my hopes and fears, I'm really worried that everything we've been doing up till now will kind of go to waste. What's going to happen to our gummies? I assume our hero souls are going to stay the same. Maybe they'll just take a new shape. Whatever, that's fine by me. What about the training we've been doing? What about those people who have hit their characters' training to level, what is that, 20 I believe is the max? What about those people? Even me, I have some really high trained characters. What's going to happen? Is R Factor going to kill that? Are we going to have to worry about now Plus Ultra, R Factor, this correlation thing? That's 3 systems. It doesn't really sound like a lot. There are other games that have more, but we've been pretty much, or at least I should say old school players, day one players, or at least anyone playing more than like six months, have gotten used to the rhythm of the game. If anything, I would just like to avoid a hard reset. Like, I don't want the game to update and it feels like I have to start all over. I've been playing this for a year and a half now, or even, no, yeah, around that time. I want to say a year and a half if this update doesn't come by September. And then obviously I'm worried about the data. This game is like 3.5 gigs on my phone at least. Now my phone could be wrong about that. It has been wrong about data size of other things before, but again, it's apparently a big game for a chibi game. So now imagine it going full-fledged like character models, with probably new voice lines, assets, new everything. There's probably going to be a new gacha too. So how big is this game going to be? Honkai Impact is around the same size as this game, and yet it does so much. But you have to download additional data too, so maybe they'll have that too. Or I have a lot of speculation about this game. I'm wary. I'm wary at best because I can't see myself thinking, oh, this update's going to bring the best of the best. There might be some things it fails on, and we can only wait, which is such a bummer. At least give us a date. At least give us, not even a date, like a season. Is it this summer? And if there have, someone please tell me, because I definitely don't see it. Now apparently, those movie characters we got last week and last week and the week before that have to do with the R factor system. Can someone fact check that for me? Where is that information coming from? Because I've heard it on the Discord. I believe I've heard it on the Reddit too, but I've never seen a source. So I would love to find like more information. If someone has that, please give it to me. I would love to know. I can see it. I can see it being a thing since both units are pretty pointless. Now, I want to get on to one more thing. I totally forgot it. Every time, I've recorded this video like 3 times now, and I kept forgetting to mention this, is the scenes. I don't want this. I don't want scenes at all. I don't want to have another gacha where you have to pull for scenes. In One Piece, I believe it's Treasure Cruise, or 1000 something. 1000... It's a 3D One Piece smartphone game. It has scenes as well. I don't particularly like scenes. And the Boruto game, that has scenes as well. There's a few others I'm forgetting at the moment. Scenes are pretty much ultimate attacks or skills that you can pull for. So you're telling me we could possibly have characters, gadgets, and scenes, 3 item gachas? I can understand the gadgets to some extent. I still don't think the gadgets should have been with hero souls. I think they should have been with like hero coins, if anything. But again, we're just gonna have to wait and see. I don't know what this is gonna hold for us, but hopefully it's good. Other than that, leave what you want to say about Smash Rising. What do you think? What are your hopes? What are your fears? What do you want to see from this? And tell me, when do you think it's coming out? When do you think Smash Rising, or I guess Smash Rising in this case, is coming out? I'm thinking it's end of August at the earliest, if not end of September. I think that's this window. Seeing how we have the dead week right now and there's been nothing said about it in the game, I don't think it's going to be the next week either. It's a big update. There's no way they just got it ready. It's almost like a whole new game. I just don't understand. If I keep talking, I'm going to be here forever. So again, leave your comments. Please sure to check the channel. I got hundreds of videos for you to enjoy. We got more Smash Tap videos all over the place. Also, no more breakdowns until Rising comes out. That was a bomb to drop at the end of the video. But yeah, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.